Welcome back to the Cyclops, and we're working on
Well, hello there, all you boys and girls out there in YouTube land. This is Clay of Major Disappointment Models, and I thought I'd give you a quick update of what I'm doing on Chris's Cyclops, since this is part of the Classic Plastic 101 Celebration of Life group build put on by Kenny May at Moonwalker Models. So, what I've got first, I'm going to show you is this is a Harufa. Let's see if you can see him. So I've already got the first coat of paint on him, and his turban, let me see, is this apple barrel turquoise. Let's see if I can get it there. So that's his turban, and then his pants I put in this apple barrel Caribbean. It's a lighter blue. And then his tunic, I've started with this Craft Smart Cherry Cobbler. So in the spirit of Chris, I'm trying to do these all in craft paints. So I still got to do his boots, his belt, and his flesh. Probably got to do one or two more coats of the craft paint because you can still see the plastic showing underneath. But it's starting to come along. And I also got the old skeleton together. And like Chris always said, skeletons aren't white. So I've used, make sure I got the right one. I've used this apple barrel antique white on the skeleton to give it kind of a off-white color. So I've been playing with this base, and it's driving me crazy. I think it's starting to look good now. Now it's starting to look more like rock and dirt, you know. It's probably still kind of reddish. Looks more like something you find out in Moab, Utah, you know, but I think it's starting to look pretty good. And the base is a combination of folk art, honeycomb. Let me see. Got it around here somewhere. Should have been better prepared. Man, which one of these browns did I use? Okay, so this is the honeycomb. And I put a light coat on it, and then after that I also had a dark gray I already put on there, but I think I showed you guys that already. And then I still wasn't quite happy with it, so I tried to go over it again with this folk art camel, and this gives it a more of a yellowish color, more of a kind of dirtish color, so it looks more like what it's supposed to be in the movie. And I've also went over the cage and the club with that, and besides the ground. So the cage is not looking too bad. There we go. And it kind of looks like distressed wood now, so I think it looks pretty good. So you know what they say, you get a little bit on there and you think you need to add more, stop. So that's what I'm doing. I'm stopping there. The club's the same way. It's starting to look like wood. So I am going to stop. And that's what it's going to be at. So I've been messing with colors and whatnot. So I tried painting his fur with some burnt umber, some pewter gray, and some bright yellow, and I didn't like the way it came out. It came out a little too mustardy looking. So as you can see, he's still a little shiny, but now I think it looks like fur. I think it looks like this in the movie. So, and you can still see it's shiny, it's still wet. So, and what I did was I basically just used Chris's great standby, his favorite color, and this is that Apple Barrel Burnt Umber. And I think it looks really good. And I tried not to brush it on too heavy, so you'll see some of the red that's left underneath from Chris, and then some of the honeycomb and light browns that I had used, so they're kind of showing through. So I am probably going to leave that and let this dry, and then probably start painting his hoofs. And with the hoofs, they're kind of grayish. So I'm leaning towards this pewter gray. See, it's kind of grayish. So that, and his horn will probably, the tip of his horn is kind of this antique white. It's not white, but it's not this yellowish either. So, and this is a antique parchment. So it's and then you fade it down into like a gray, like an old nail or something. So we're gonna try that, see how that comes out. This is the part I always hate on models. You know, I've got, I don't know, 40, 50, 60 models all put together, none of them painted, because I hate painting. But I'm kind of enjoying this one. So once this dries, I will probably have to go back and touch it up a little bit more. And then start working on the torso some more. Get the hooves, the nails, and the horn again are going to be about the same color, kind of dirtyish gray. So we'll see. The ground, I think I'm kind of done with it. And the cage, I think I'm done with it. So all I got to do is highlight the hands and let me see if I can get a paintbrush over here to show you. So I just got to paint in the hands of Harufa here and here, and the skull here. And then I think I'm pretty much done with this. So, and then hopefully in the next couple weeks, be pretty much done. And I can show you what it looks like final, at least my version of it. And hopefully it lives up to Chris's standards. So that's all I got for now. We'll see you guys later.